y'all. It's Karen Denton, owner of KSC Commercial Cleaning Service and your KSC bidding consultant and the owner of the KSC building. So can y'all turn your cameras on? I don't want to talk to names.
It was
Alright, I got them.
automatically on.
Well, how you pronounce your name?
Shanita.
Yes, Montea.
Hi,
How you doing?
I'm good. How you doing?
Good and yourself?
Good.
And the moons, how are you?
I'm good.
Good. So how y'all doing today?
Doing okay, doing all right.
So since it's so little of y'all, tell me your where you from, the name of your business, and how long you've been in business.
My name is Latoya Manning Moon, and this is my husband. Our cleaning company is Victorious One Cleaning Company, LLC. We haven't started yet. Basically, we're set up. The only thing is just going out getting the business.
Sounds good. You're in the right place.
Thank you.
Okay.
I'm just want to tell you, I'm the owner of Steel City Cleaning Solutions. I've been in business for 10 years. And I'm just coming in to just get some refresher, like just some pointers on how I can get more business and like operate, make the foundation stronger.
Sounds good. Who's next?
My name is Shanae. I live in Somerville, South Carolina, just right outside of Charleston. I started my cleaning business in 2020, and I recently slowed it down. I'll say 2024, just started another business. So I just got my cleaning business back up and running. I rebranded, changed the name, and I'm completely remote. So I don't do any of the cleaning. So just kind of and I'm nationwide now. So just kind of, restructuring and getting it back up and going back to where it needs to be.
So are all of y'all in commercial cleaning?
I do both.
Yes.
Commercial and
I'm commercial, yeah.
Okay, so what is the biggest challenges that you guys are facing right now when it comes to creating a proposal or bidding on contracts?
For us, it's just, what would it be?
I would say just going out and getting our first contract, just getting over that hump, the nervousness.
Yeah, the nervousness.
Okay, so
the walkthrough.
Yeah, the walkthrough, all that.
So,
how to present ourselves.
So this is what I teach, and I also give you guys, I give my mentees a walkthrough sheet so they don't miss nothing.
Mm-hmm.
But you go to a walkthrough because, let me say this, they don't know how good you clean. They don't know about your name of your business and nothing. You got to go in there like you're going on a job interview and sell yourself.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
That's how it is, literally. Because you meet the contact person, you don't meet the decision maker, but you meet the contact person. If the contact person likes you, it's just a matter of pricing after that.
Mm-hmm.
And after this workshop, I'm gonna give you guys some national vendors list that you can get on, at least that you can take the opportunities they offer or you can pass them up, but they're always negotiable.
Okay.
Let me just say that.
And we from New Jersey. I don't know if I told you that.
Well, that's why I picked national companies.
Okay.
So it could be where no matter where you live, they do service.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe they don't, but you know what I mean?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
But that's why they're a national company.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're all over. Yeah. And they always looking for contractors. Mm-hmm. So anybody else? Demisha, hi.
Okay. Hi, everybody. My name is Demisha. I'm from Lakeland, Florida, and I do commercial and residential cleaning. And of course, I do the post-construction as well. I've been in business since 2022, and I would say my biggest struggle right now is probably a little bit of commercial pricing and also a little bit of the bidding, because I never actually did the bidding part of it as well.
Right.
I'm so excited. That's the part I want to teach y'all, because I help you get to the money.
Yes.
That's what
I'm serious. There's so much to learn in this industry that you have to be a forever student. But the first thing you need to do is make some money. Then you can learn the other stuff as you go.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So what I want to show you guys is what bidding app I use. We were talking and I told her that, she said, you still use that CleanGuru? I said, I do. I've been using that thing since 2019 and I've been winning contracts with that thing ever since. And she said, oh, you turned me on how I use that, and I can honestly say that, thinking back, I won every contract I used with that. already stopped using it, but she had stopped her business, like some of you said. So I use the CleanGuru app, and I'm gonna tell you why I like it the most. One, it's not techie. It's very professional. Once you learn the strategy of how to edit it, because what I do with it, this is what I do. When I go to the walkthrough, I get my measurements, but I also pay attention to the contact person, what's irritating her. What's irritating that person that they keep bringing up on the walkthrough? You gotta pay attention. You gotta listen too when you're on the walkthrough. And when you do the proposal, you make it sound like her. That means you didn't miss nothing because you mimicked her. Now, the purpose of the proposal format is the decision maker didn't see you. So you have to let your proposal speak for your company. And that CleanGuru proposal is amazing. And I'm going to show y'all. So I'm not going to read this whole thing because one thing I don't teach is modules, and I don't make you read. I take you straight to the work, to the money. You make the decision, and that's it. But just want to give you an idea of what is the purpose of the bid and what's a bid. And CleanGuru has all the legal stuff and compliance stuff in the proposal. And I'm going to show you some real world examples. So let me change screens. All right, so I'm going to go to the CleanGuru. So this is the CleanGuru. This is the dashboard. You have the people, your customers. I have the whole program, so I can do janitorial, maid, construction, towel, move in, move out, carpet, disinfecting, windows, and then they got a follow-up button on there where you can, after you submit the bid, it'll ask you, do you want to follow up? Then I never use tickets. I never use the checklist. I've had mentees who's used the schedule and timesheet and the invoicing. I don't use that because you can't pay out of it. I need an invoice you can tap and pay me. I don't even give nobody a piece of paper. And that's what that is. So, okay, so I need to create a new customer. And I hope I don't go too fast, but I want to do this. I saved this all this time. Now, this bid is a construction bid. It's 51,000 something square feet. So this came out of the Building Connected. And if you go back into any of my old videos, I teach you how to set up the Building Connected. Okay, so let me go to the next screen. Let's see. Okay, so this is the bid. And I also posted a video of this when I went to go see what it looked like. So in the Building Connected, this is the name of the project. So this is what I'll put as far as the project. So I'll copy and paste that. And I'll put it as the customer. I won't put the construction company there. I put the name of their project. And then, look, you can get the address, everything out of the overview page. These things in my way. And CleanGuru has a GPS. So once you have the address, it pops up. Can y'all see that? So you just hit that. And then all I need is a contact person. So I go back over here and I look for the contact person. Sometimes you got to go all the way down. Like here, go right here. Here's the contact person. Just fill it in, just like how I say. And this person is an estimator. I saw that. Then I go and get the email address. Here's the email. Wait. Here's the email address. These tabs get out of my way. I'll move faster. Okay, it also had a phone number. It also had a phone number. So I put that in there. Now look for the phone number. Here's the phone number. Okay, so once you do that, it's completed. Don't worry about this stuff. And then you add it. Then it's asking me, what kind of bid do I want? Well, I want a new bid, and I want construction. So it's asking me what type of building it is. I'm not going to like spend like really spend a lot of time on it, but this is an office building. There's 2 floors, and this project is 3 phases. So I'm not going to get into the technical on how I would need to bid this because I got to read some more of the documents, but I'm going to show you how you get to the money. So this is the office building, so I'll put office. Now this, because I went to see it, I don't feel there's need for a rough, so I'm gonna do main and touch up, and then I'll create the bid. Okay, so I have to save it. I have to move y'all. I have to save it. And then I'll go to the areas. And it's asking me, do I want to do it manually or do I want to do the entire building? Well, I didn't go there and I didn't get measurements per room, so I'm going to do the entire building because they gave me the whole square footage. So let me go over here and get the square footage. So the square footage is 51,877. All right, so I will put the square footage here. Now, if I was able, and I didn't even look to see because they just submitted that to me. So I don't know if they schedule a walkthrough for this or not. So I don't know the floor type. And the floor type is very important to know. But I'm going to put that it's all tile because it's close to a building that I have, and they're pretty, it's like a warehouse type building, so it's probably all tile. Okay, so this has to be at 100% because it's telling, it broke down the square footage on where it think it should go. And that's fine because we don't know what's in there. So I'm gonna hit enter. So here I'm at the pricing. Now, for construction, it gives you the option far as difficulty level. Is it very easy, average, hard, very hard? To me, construction is hard, especially when you don't know what it looked like. And so I'm gonna put the touch up is average. I'm gonna leave that average. So the main, it says, is there any challenges? You can pick few, some, average, several, or many. For construction, I put many. And then expectations, I put that they're very demanding. Now here in the CleanGuru, for some reason, it comes up $17 an hour. I always do 25 or 30, just depends on the project. Then you recalculate because the price is going to change from here now because we changed the wages and we changed this up here. So I'm going to recalculate. And we have 2 options. We can price it at 17,586, or we could price it at 19,454. And for the touch-up, we could choose either 3787 or 4202. Now, depending on the contractor or whatever, and then here at the bottom, it's tell you if you pick both low prices, the bid comes up to 21,373. If you pick the high option, it's going to come up to 23,656. So let's pick the highest. So we're going to pick the dollar sign because if you don't pick the dollar sign, it don't know what you're putting in there. So we're going to do 19454, and we're doing this not per visit, but on square footage. Then for the touch up, we're going to do the 4202 based off the square footage they gave us. Save it. Now, when you get to the proposal part for construction, it's super easy. You don't got to do no scope of work stuff. Let me show you because I'm gonna just let you look at it before I do any of my edits. So this is what the proposal looks like to the client. So this is the top page. This is the cover sheet. And it'll already have your signature on it in the CleanGuru. Here is general compensation. I'll do that edit where you can put if you're doing special services, the service schedule, invoice, supervisor, supplies, equipment, insurance, employee status, equal opportunity employer, our philosophy, and you can always change that, your term. So let me, and this is the agreement. Now, this is the service agreement. This is what you want them to sign, that you're committed. They're committed to your contract for a minimum of at least 1 year. So once I put all the information in there, I go to the proposal option. So here's the proposal. I go to options. Here's where I do my proposal pages. This is the cover page. This is fine. The cover letter. This is fine, as long as you got a name in there. The general information. Now you can use what they said, or you can use instead and create your own stuff. Compensation. Here, this is telling them how much you're charging. Then here's special service. Now you can tell them you got carpet cleaning available, or you can tell them you could do floors, or you can do the windows. Well, all of that stuff generally come with a construction bid, so I won't use that. So then go to service schedule, and this is the standard schedule that comes with that. And you always got to go in here and check, because you see how this was here. You always got to go in here and check and make sure it's right. And then invoicing, it tells them that you want to be paid net 15 for that construction project, although it don't always go like that, depending on how big the project is. And then it tells that you're going to have a supervisor there. It tells that you're going to bring the supplies needed, the equipment that's needed. Now here, where it gets to the insurance. Yes, we have general liability and workman's comp, but I'm bonded. So I hit bonding too. And then employee status, it just tells that you're going to bring the employees. Equal opportunity employer. Here's where you can also change your philosophy if you want to. Here's your pay term, and you can always go in there and change that. You have a cancellation. Construction only gives 30 days to for them to, like, where you can have the opportunity. This is saying legally you can change the price after 30 days if they don't award it. Then this is your agreement. It's telling the destination, and they sign it, you sign it. Here is where you can put references if you need to put references. And then a glass waiver. You always want to have a glass waiver when you do construction. So
what's a glass waiver?
Glass waiver, let me pull it up so you can read it. It tells them, it protects you if something happened to that glass.
Okay.
Yeah, but let's read it. Okay, it says temp glass scratch liability waiver. This waiver releases KSC Enterprise, the contractor, from any liability resulting from or in connection to the cleaning and or scraping of any tempered or heated strength glass during any phase of the construction cleaning being performed, and it'll tell you who. In addition, all parties understand and agree that window scraping and razor blades are acceptable tools used during construction window cleaning projects to remove as possible construction debris such as stickers, tape, and paint, etc., for proper quality glass without scratching the surface. Also, all parties understand and agree that the contractor will use razor blades and or scrapers to remove construction debris on glass during any or all phases of the window cleaning process. And we use that stuff. So we have to have something to protect us from. So any questions? Now, how long did that take?
Not long.
And I was teaching it, so if I was by myself, I'd have been done.
True.
But that's a construction. Now let me show y'all the difference, because it's more time consuming, more. It's just more for janitorial.
Detail.
Yes, that's the word I want. More detail. Let me show y'all something. Let me show y'all. And I want to introduce y'all to this because it saves stuff out your phone. Can y'all see this screen? At the top says project.
Yes.
Okay, so this is a app called CompanyCam.
Yeah,
And
I've seen that.
a lot of construction people use it, but I use it. My sister turned me on to this like years ago. This is all of my walkthroughs I've ever done since I've had this app.
Oh wow, I never used it. Okay.
Yeah, because you have photos in your phone.
Yep.
You gotta erase them. This is my portfolio. Look at all these. When I look at this sometimes, I be like, I done went through all these people. Yep. That's how often you got to keep doing walkthroughs, because you could lose a client as fast as you get one. So you got to constantly continue to grow, because they're not guaranteed. And if they don't go nowhere, you just keep growing. That's all. But let me show y'all these floors.
Are you in PA? Are you in Pittsburgh?
Yes.
Okay.
I started as a franchise. And when at one point the franchise started giving us copies of their proposals. So they had came up with this rule that if you get a complaint, they're not giving you no contracts for 6 months. I was like, 6 months? That's like a year to me. So what I started doing was build my business in silence on the side. And I said, when I make as much as the franchise is paying me, I'm letting them go. So I started using their proposal template to do proposals. Well, when I started going after the corporate clients, every one of them was tearing the proposal apart. Take that out. I need you to take that out, to the place where I never had a template. When I got introduced to that when I found that CleanGuru, game changer for me. I'm not techie. I ain't got time to play with tech. I need to be able to present it as professional as I can. And I didn't know how to use it, but it worked for me. And then I started learning how to use it. And then they was changing and adding new features. I was like, oh, shoot. And then I've had potential clients that didn't even give me the contract compliment me on the proposal. Didn't even get the contract, but just on the proposal, they gave me a compliment. I had that happen several times. And I've been awarded contracts because they said, oh, your proposal was amazing. Because it's clear.
The thing is, I said, how y'all product? Because it's like I'm spinning out my pocket.
Let me tell you, that's a key thing right there. When you start your business, there's some local janitorial stores in your neighborhood. Go build a relationship. They give you 30-day term. You get to get your equipment and products up front. Pay them, get a 30-day term, and pay them when you get paid.
Wow.
And they're known for that. So you got to build some relationships with your supplier in your community, not no big old place. Community janitorial supply store.
I know what one is called.
Yeah, you got to go and build a relationship, buy your products from them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, hard trying to keep.
You'll never be able to run your business if that's the only way you could get your products. Because if it was that, I would be stuck. Y'all see, I be showing my storage unit. Y'all see all that stuff I accumulated all them years? Listen, that came from me being able to get it up front and then pay for it later.
Wow.
Except for any machines, I had to pay for them. But like buckets and towels and mop buckets, brooms and all that stuff, you can get, and chemicals you can get from your supplier. They'll give you a 30-day term.
Okay.
That's like, that's not even no secret. That's common. That's what
that's
what they do. The small companies, but you got to build a relationship though. It's not now how I got connected was because I was a franchisee and that was their vendor. So, but when I left the franchise, I still used them. So I got relationship, but then I send my mentees down there.
Okay.
So, yeah. And that's not the only vendor. Like any vendor I go to that I have a relationship with, I can get stuff and pay them 30-day term.
30-day term. Okay.
You have to have that, or else you'll be stuck.
You won't survive.
Yeah.
I've been doing it though for 5 years, just buying them out stuff.
See,
what you think about Granger? They're down there.
See, that's this, but Granger's too big. You gotta
like
do the credit application and all that. We ain't talking about doing all that.
I don't know. I'm just asking.
No, but I'm saying the local vendor's not gonna put you through all that.
No.
Yeah, they ain't gonna put you through a credit check. And Granger's just like going to what's I mean? You know, people they high tech. Yeah, Uline. Yeah, that's the same as them. No, they will help you build credit, but there's a box of, you know, what's them gloves you used during COVID? I forgot the name of the gloves. But them gloves cost so much from Uline, one box. I get a case at my vendor of regular vinyl gloves for that price. Using those places.
Yeah. I'm gonna ask you one more question. Like,
okay, I'm open.
with a commercial, like say if I found a commercial building and I want to price it, how do I know how big that building is?
Yeah, you know what? I have people sometimes call me on the phone. They say, I was wondering if you could give me a price. I have 120,000 square, 1,200 square feet building, blah, blah, blah. I tell the lady, listen, I don't price nothing without seeing it.
Wow.
Because I tried that early on. And it was referrals, and she was like, it was a house clean, move out. And she was like, it ain't that bad because I used to even live there. Girl, I got there, it was a hot mess. I underpriced myself. I said, I will never do that again. And so I never priced nothing if I ain't see the scope of work.
Okay.
Because they give you square footage. Square footage don't tell you how dirty it is.
That's right.
That's true.
It don't. Square footage don't tell you how dirty it is.
Pictures don't do no justice either, because when you get that
Nope.
deep down into it, you be like,
Nope. And that would be good for trying to send you pictures to get a price. I need to see the building. I need to see it so I know what equipment and stuff I need. I need to look at it up front.
yeah.
Yeah, you already got to guess how long it's going to take, what all you need, let alone you ain't never see it. That make you be running back and forth because you ain't got the right stuff. And then if it's a distance, then you it's the ways. Yeah, I'd rather overpack than underpack.
Right. I did that a lot of times.
I do it a lot because I want to make sure we're efficient. So I take all my little tools. Yeah, but I be like a candy store in them vendors' places. I have to get out of there because I be steady. I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try that. You live and learn, and then now they got new floor types. They got new furniture types where you have to use certain chemicals. You just can't use anything on that stuff. Yeah. So y'all got any more questions? Oh, and my VA posted the CleanGuru link in the chat in case y'all want it. Because if you go to the CleanGuru, just click it even if you don't know if you want it. The CleanGuru itself only offers you 14 days. Our refer links give you 30. Yeah, so you get to play with it for 30 days. And you can make some money in 30 days. Pay for that app.
So one of my biggest things right now is like working capital. For like, what is the
working
10,
capital to do what?
like when you start a new contract?
When you start a new contract, you tell that client you need paid first month in advance to support your labor like I do, and it works.
So is it more than likely they do it? Like 9 times out of 10, or
it depends on the size of the client. When you're first starting out, them clients will do whatever you say.
Wow.
You know what I mean? It's them big corporate clients that ain't gonna let you tell them what to do. But the little clients, they'll do what they like your price, and they know about labor. They're a business, so they don't mind paying you up front, because when they don't pay you up front, we are giving them credit. We can't afford to give them no credit. And after I realized that, I said, they got to trust me. Shit. I can't keep trusting them. They got more money than me, and I want me to trust them. I need them to trust me. That I'm going to show up, like I said, and I'm going to do what I said. Pay me up front so my team don't be looking at me sideways.
So the ones who say no, do you like just take
They don't say no.
All right, I'm just asking because that might come up.
They don't listen to this. Ain't nothing but a no if you don't try. You already said no. So how about that? Because how about if they just say yes? Because you asked. Sometimes a closed mouth don't get fed. You don't ask for help, you don't get no help.
Right.
Exactly.
And I ask them companies to help me. Help me make my payroll while I take care of your building. And I tell them, like, I believe I worded it perfect in my proposal template that I need y'all to pay me up front. And if they can't pay me up front, you got to pay me in 15 days.
Okay, I got one question.
Can I add something to that?
Yes.
One of the things that I do, because I do a lot of residential, I don't have a lot of commercial right now because of the situation we're in with the world and everything right now.
But one of the things I do is, and I tell my employees, we going in to get that money and come out. We going in after that money because the clients are paying us because they don't want to do the work and they can't do the work. We bringing our work to them, go in, get that check and come out.
Yeah, and I tell people all the time, and I learned this from the franchise. I used to have this building. It was 5 floors, and I had to do, say, floor 1 and 3, clean their desks on this day, and then on the other day, I had to clean 2 and 4, like that, right? So I see a client who always got their desk neat. So here I go. I'm gonna wipe it anyway. It ain't even their day. I got a complaint.
Wow.
I touched their desk, and it wasn't their day. And what the franchise told me was, you stopping to clean that desk took some of your time. You just raised your pay rate. I mean, lowered your pay rate. They said you just lowered your pay rate because you was in there doing something that ain't even the scheduled time, which cost you time, and you just lowered your pay rate. When they told me that, I said, that make a lot of sense because I'm in there longer. Where as a business owner and as a franchisee, say I was making $100 for that clean. Well, me staying in there longer, I'm making $50 because I'm doing all this extra stuff. And then you got to watch your team doing extra stuff too, because the moment you change them out and the new person don't do that extra stuff that really ain't in the scope of work anyway, they gonna be disappointed.
Yes.
So always only do the scope of work because anything addition is an upsell for us. Like McDonald's, we have upsell too. Yeah, we have upsell too. You know, like, for example, this is an upsell for me. If I do a walkthrough in a building and I see an opportunity, but they don't want me to clean that part, that area, that room or something, that's an indicator for me that we need to do a deep clean because you're not going to make my business look bad because that one room over there is dirty. So we're going to clean everything and then we won't go in there no more. But we're going to clean everything so it's to my standard, and then we can start the regular service. Because anytime they don't want you to touch a part of the building that is visible to see, to me, it's going to reflect your business. So in order for us to prevent that, I'm getting me a deep clean charge out of that. And then we start the regular service. And I do that for every account. I do that for every account unless it's a real huge. No, I pretty much do it for every account.
Yeah, it's needed.
A deep clean first.
Yeah, that's like
we start the regular service.
Not like when you go in somebody's house and you got to do a deep clean first so it can be broke down. It won't be hard on you.
Well, I don't do houses, but same for commercial building, because once you do a deep clean, you can put somebody in there, they ain't even in there an hour. Because they just maintaining it.
Yeah.
With the commercial building, how often do we do the deep cleaning?
You only do it when they pay you for it.
No, I'm just saying, like, I have a building that I maintain, right? But I know
if you feel that it needs a deep clean, you can either see if you could get paid for it.
Yeah.
Or you bring your building up to your standard.
Yeah, I just do it like because I try to do it like every 3 months, because when I go in there, how he got it set up at first.
What type of building is it? What type of building is it first? Because you shouldn't need no deep clean every 3 months if your team is maintaining.
It's like a construction building, like, they've got construction boots and stuff. They buying supplies, so they messing up. I do it every 3 months. That's what I was doing, because the floors get messed up. So them boots keep coming in there every day.
Yeah, I have multiple construction reoccurrings because I have had, and I do again, I have a 5-year contract cleaning trailers for a construction project. So the trailers are like offices.
Yeah.
Some floors come in there brand new and then they be a hot mess. And they ain't caring about scrubbing no floors, trust me. They just want to mop and clean their bathroom.
Yes.
And so I wouldn't use that as a hustle because you want them to use you again. I wouldn't wear out the welcome and be saying, they don't care about that deep cleaning the construction building.
But sometimes the manager over the building, he just suggests, hey, go ahead and do a deep cleaning.
Is he a decision maker?
Yeah, he is, because he like been in
Then you go listen. When you got decision makers who are cleanly themselves, you
Yes.
go, you give them what they want.
I do.
Yeah, you give them what they want. You listen. When you took the contract, you already knew it was gonna be dirty because it's construction.
Yes.
But you got blessed because you got somebody who's telling you they want you to deep clean it every 3 months. That's a blessing.
Yeah. Yep. I'll be glad because that's a chunk.
Yeah, I've been waiting for them 3 months to come.
Yeah, but the only thing with the floors, he want us to buff the floors, but the wire in the buildings are messed up. So I'm trying to figure out how to do my floors, because when we did the buffer, it kept triggering off, kept cutting off, and I told him like, can't do my floors because the buffer ain't gonna keep on lasting.
They got electricians on that site. They can rig you up something.
I want to find some chemicals to get it up to see at like, you know, they couldn't tell me what to do.
They're not supposed to. You're the expert. Listen, don't ever do that. Don't ever ask your client how to clean something. Go to your local vendor and ask them, because you're supposed to be the expert. I've learned this business on so many things that I've never done before, and act like I'm a expert. And then I go to the phone and I call my vendor. I'm supposed to clean that and blah blah blah. What to use for that? I ain't listen, because at the beginning I ain't turned down no work. I ain't never did it. I'm gonna do it today. I'm gonna figure it out.
That's what I do. I be trying to figure out, like, let me figure this out myself, because
that's how you learn. That's how you learn stuff.
They're not gonna tell you. They, like you said, they said that's your part. That ain't our job. It's just my job to tell you, hey, go ahead and do this, that, and third.
Only thing you want to tell your client is how hard something's gonna be, what it's gonna cost, or what you're gonna need to do it. But you don't never ask them how
to do it.
Yeah. Never ask them how, because no matter what, you want to be the expert. Just because they know how to build something don't mean they know how to clean something.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, because I'm gonna tell you, because a lot of times you could go on a construction project and they trying to tell you what to do. Man, I got this. Like, I know what I'm. Like, they'll be talking about in the proposal, like the RFP, stripping and wax, and you get there, ain't even no floors to strip and wax. I just finished the project. No, I didn't finish it yet. I gotta go tomorrow. I'll do the floors. Just mop them, because they're like the fake wood. But this contract was a gravy for me, because we get there. I know we got to vacuum. I know we got to mop floors. I know we got to do a kitchen, and I know we got to do the bathroom. The contractor said, I just want you to do the windows and worry about this floor. He don't want me to do none of the other scope. He said, and it's real clean, because they've been cleaning up behind themselves.
Wow.
I said, oh, this is sweet.
That's good.
But we couldn't finish because they kind of pushed us out. All the contractors came back in the building. So today I was supposed to go back, and I already knew they didn't complete unboxing all that furniture yesterday. So I said, how's it going? And I could tell, he said, it's going. I said, oh, you ain't ready for us. I said, so can we come tomorrow? He said, yeah. I said, yeah, because I'm not going to keep wasting money going down there to do nothing and taking people down there, and they're not ready for us. So when you do construction, you really have to take control of your part of the contract, because they'll call you in and don't panic and take 10 people, and you ain't even got room for work for 2. So go with the minimum first, then you can add if you need it. Because some of them projects don't be ready for you. You don't need no team of people down there. You just need to take 2 people, 1 person, and get started for the day. Because on the first day, don't nobody got no energy, no way. Because they didn't know what to expect. But the second day, you got them. But first day, you ain't gonna get much out of them.
But the contract that I was gonna do, the one I was telling you about, he wrote on there saying he only needed me 2 days.
He said what?
He said if I did the project, he would only need me 2 days. That's the big cleaning, and then when the people come in there and, like you said, put the stuff.
Yeah, listen. That's why you got to take control of your project. How he gonna tell you it's gonna take 2 days? He don't know your team. He don't know the strength of your team or none of that.
Wow.
I'm just saying. But if he's giving you a deadline, that's up to you if you want to put yourself in that position. But never take a deadline when they're gonna give you 2 days. How much square footage is it?
It was I think that, how big was that? Let me look on my notes. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna look on my notes. It was a big building.
Big could be anything. What's big
Hold
to
on,
you?
hold on 1 second. I gotta go back to it. Cause it was like it was a gym. That's what it was, a gym.
A gym?
A gym. A gym that they was doing. I gotta find it. I had it today.
So
I
it's the
looked.
whole building or it's just a gym?
It was the whole building that they doing a gym. You know how they were remodeling and bringing a gym in there.
I done lost the reason why we're talking about this. Now, tell me again. Now, they want you to do what?
Hold on 1 second. I was telling you how big. I was gonna go how big it was.
See, cause let me say this: that bid I showed y'all, it's 107,000 square feet. Wow, it's big, yeah, but it's easy, cause it's carpet, cement, polished floors. It's just wide, big. It's not a lot of scope of work.
But Kat, anytime anybody tell you got 2 days to do a building or 2 days to do a job, you already know you're going to lose money on that job because nobody can tell you how much time it's going to take you to do it.
That's right. And then if you try to bring an army in there to fulfill it, you lost money. Because you can't watch all them people. On a construction project, when you got more than 5 people, or 5 people, I'm going to say, it's hard to watch them because somebody going to be wandering around, not doing nothing and stuff. You need to have as many people as you can watch.
Wow. Okay.
Literally, with construction. You need to only have as many people as you can watch, or else you're going to be wasting your money. Because you got to walk around the building and stuff while you just left them. You walking somewhere else. Here they somewhere else now.
Yeah, playing around.
That's what I mean. So you don't need to have more people than you can watch. And you'll be more efficient with 3 people, counting you, versus having 5.
That's true.
You do. The more people you have, the less get done. It's the worst. Because I used to panic at first when I used to get them construction projects. I think I need 50 people and all that. And you get there, nobody don't show up, and you get there with 3 and you figure, oh, that's all I needed. So I stopped panicking over construction projects.
Yeah, I never took a lot of people though. Since I've been doing it, I never took a lot of people.
50,000 square feet, 250,000 square feet. We didn't have a whole project, but that was the project size. So you think about you're going to do the whole project. But it turned out they had other cleaning companies coming there too. But I wanted that whole project.
But look, I found the square footage. It was 22,750 square footage.
Okay.
Consider
there's a gym in there. That's not real big.
And he didn't want me to go. He said that price. He was like, don't go over. I think he said $7,500. Don't go over.
Okay, so let's take that $7,500. Where my whiteboard at? Okay. Let's take that 70. Wait. Okay, so you got 75. Right. Okay, here we go. 7,500. How much you pay your people?
I try to pay mine by the day. I was gonna pay them like $100, like $150 per day.
How many people?
I was gonna have 4 people plus myself, so 5 people.
You don't count. 4 times 150. How many days you expecting to be there? Just them 2 days?
Just two days. Like 2 days, I was gonna bring. Like you said, I was gonna do 4 people. Then the next time I'm not gonna bring 4.
Well, you're going without even doing the math. You're gonna make a hell of a profit if you get away with that in a day.
Yes.
So this you need 2 days though, right?
Yeah, 2 days. One for my try to knock everything out. Then the next one just to touch up.
Okay, so this is 600. You still got to buy supplies and stuff and all that. You got to pay for your insurance and all your overhead stuff. And this is times 2 because you talking about 2 days. So we talking about 1,200. You still, I mean, without even really doing the math, you still profiting.
Yeah.
Even if you had to do 3 days, you still probably. I mean, you got $7,500 to work with. You need to give him $7,500, and then you make that thing work to your advantage.
Yes.
Because he already gave you a price, and we could see it makes sense.
It does.
So long as it makes sense, you can. Then it's up to you to get the most profit out of it. And that comes from you managing your people.
Yep, I watch them. Like when I do, I test them like I send them on a small job. Like I told you, the commercial job. When I tell you about, I bring somebody, and when I see them not moving, I was like, you know what? That's just a body there. That's just a body. Like if I got a big job, I'm not gonna bring that person.
No, because and this is what I do. I test new employees on projects. Because I want to see how they hold them up. I want to see how they pick up a broom, and I want to see how they follow directions.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And if they can't follow that, because on a project, I don't even know the building yet. I'm gonna keep them where I can see them. I'm gonna definitely give them something that they could do. So if I see that that's not communicate, I mean that they didn't understand what was needed, what I wanted them to do, then that tell me then they don't really know this business like they say. Like people say, I know how to clean. If you know how to clean, you don't gotta ask me questions. You just go in there in that room and do what I told you our scope is.
Exactly.
But when you gotta go micromanage people step by step, it's hard. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work because this business, it's not about the cleaning. It's about the people. Because without the people, you don't have a business.
That's right.
So you got to learn to manage the people, and you can always train the cleaning.
Yes.
Because everybody's standards different. They'll be like, oh, I cleaned that already. And you go in there and look a hot mess. Yeah. So you gotta teach them procedures and your standards versus just assuming they know how to clean.
Yeah.
Because people, they say, I clean but you clean your house. You don't clean under the bottom of your toilet? So you know what I'm saying? So you can't go by that.
And you make me laugh because I would tell my employees, you got to clean the toilet like you're making love to it from the top to the bottom.
I'm so proud of how I clean the toilet. I'll challenge somebody, they could eat off my toilet.
I know that's right.
Because I'm anal about that. I wipe that whole thing.
Down to
top to the bottom. I wipe that whole thing. My clients have the cleanest toilet in the city when I'm cleaning. And I'm trying to get my team to master bathrooms because if your team can't clean the bathroom, that's a problem. Because every site got a bathroom.
Yep.
You know what I don't like? How you go in restaurants and the bathrooms are dirty. And you like, who's cleaning these bathrooms? Like, this is a restaurant. It should be the cleanest bathroom of all.
Well, they do be until the customer get in there.
They don't even want nobody to clean it. They have the employees clean.
And that's why their bathrooms straight.
Right.
Don't clean it, especially the gas stations.
See, look, I'm talking to y'all. I'm going to show y'all. I just got an opportunity. I get them every day, and this is not the first one today. Wait, let me see which email it's in.
It will be soon.
It will.
I got somebody today too.
I'm telling you, it will, because you will listen. Once you get out there and people know you will be tired of you won't have to look for no accounts.
No, they'll look for you.
I'm multitasking, so I'm talking. That sounds crazy, but no, you won't have to look for opportunities. You'll be able to say, I don't want that kind of client no more. Like me, I don't want no more 2 days a week and once a month. I want 5 days a week. So when I get those little opportunities, I source them out. Okay, now this just came in. Okay, let me see. How can we assist you? General information. How can we help you? My company is preparing a proposal for this is a government contract they trying to sub me. Because it says preparing a proposal for the Westmoreland County, Pennsylvania contract to provide general services for multiple magistrate district judge offices. We are seeking qualified subcontractor with experience providing commercial or government facility services. Now, see, I'm sorry, but when people want to sub me on opportunities that's in my area, And if I really want it, I go look for it and bid on it myself. I'm not subbing nothing that's in my city from somebody somewhere else.
Right.
I'm sorry. That's just my outlook on it. Because when they send me solicitations from the government, it's in my city.
Mm-hmm.
So if it's in my city, I'll bid on it myself.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Why would I bid it and let you oversee it? I gotta give you a cut. And let me tell y'all what I did. That happened to me, right? And I seen it was in the city and I wanted it. I bidded on it. I believe I won it because they came back and asked me for my source number. But I ain't source, so I didn't get it.
Oh.
Oh my God, I won the government contract and I didn't even have the qualifications. That was just this year. That was a month or two ago. I
know you was hurt.
I was crushed. The man called me on the phone, asked me for my number. And I said, oh, I ain't 8A, so I don't qualify, huh? He said, no, this is a source opportunity. And I lost it. So that made me want to get 8A certified. I set it up with the P-Tech people to help me, but I didn't follow up because I got busy. But they got me started, but I didn't follow up. But yeah, government contracting is just like doing the city contract. It's almost like that bid I showed y'all. All that paperwork and stuff for that bid. Matter of fact, let me show y'all. This is all the documents. Now, what you see green, I already uploaded. I'm only missing one. This one here. I'm waiting for that bid bond form. But these are all the documents. Look, I had to ask ChatGPT what that meant. Debarment under code section 161. All this stuff. Had addendums. Look, all these documents. Look, had to fill out all these documents for this bid. And that's the only one I'm waiting for. Then I can submit. And it even tell you how long. Look, I got 2 days remaining. So I need to get that bid form tomorrow so I can bid a day ahead. But yeah, that's all the documents. This was like doing the daggone city contract or something.
I did one of these in Georgia. It was a lot of paperwork, like stuff I never even heard of.
Listen. Yeah, I had to ask ChatGPT what that means. Look at all this paperwork. This is all the paperwork from that bid.
What it's good for though, like when you get used to doing the paperwork, it helps you like get familiar, even if you don't get
it makes it easy because you be challenged, and once you achieve it, it's rewarding.
Yeah. Even the learning process.
It is, and you have to be a forever student because there's always something to learn. Yeah, but this industry is profit. I mean, it's a multi-billion-dollar industry. It's enough money out here for everybody.
Yes.
That's why I understand the gatekeeping. This will be my 16th year coming up in business in September. And for 10 of those years, I bumped my head because nobody guided me, told me nothing. I got tons of business friends, but I needed industry help. Anybody can tell you how to run a business, but your industry where you need the help. And it wasn't, and YouTube was around, but I didn't know YouTube like that. Only time I ever went on YouTube was to look up a piece of my equipment that wasn't working right. Never know I could go on there and get information that could stop me from bumping my head. Yeah. And it wasn't until I ran into AJ Simmons, went to his conference. When I discovered him, he was having a conference or something the next month or something. And I signed up, I went, and that's how I met all the people that I associate with in this industry. It's amazing. And nobody was gatekeeping. Everybody from every level of the business was willing to share the information. It was amazing. So I make sure I go because I always leave there with something to add to my business that helps me do better.
And that's why I'm on here tonight, because I have been in business for 20 years and I was the same like you, bumped my head for 10 years before I had a crew of 12 people. And I was like, why is nobody out here to give us the information that we need?
Ain't that crazy? And then there's people out here giving information, but, and this is just my opinion, ain't nobody helping nobody get to that money.
That's what it is.
Ain't nobody helping nobody get to that money. They telling you to build this, pay me this, do this, but you still don't know how to get to the money. The money is the proposals.
Mm-hmm.
That's where the money's at, in the proposals. You master those proposals and the money comes.
Mm-hmm.
And the contracts. It's the proposal that seals the deal. It really is. And so I tell you was off the call when I had brought it up, but tell them what you told me when you first used the CleanGuru.
So before I used that, like all the contracts that I got using that, I was able to secure the contract using that proposal. Like all the ones that I did get, I mean, some I got without it, but mainly I used that and they picked it just because of that. Like the proposal itself.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Everything's straightforward. Like they tell you what you want, you give them it back on paper, like plain and simple. Nothing's missing. Everything's there with it and broken down.
Yes, like everything that needs to be in a service plan, it's all in there. Everything. You're in your pay terms, your everything is in that one app, and the presentation is amazing.
And like she said before, you really sell yourself. Like, so when you like go there doing proposals, you're not like just talking about business. You're like, oh, you have children, like just, like building.
It's like going on a job interview.
Yeah.
Because they don't know your business. Your name ain't telling them nothing. They don't, even the reviews and none of that is helping them make a decision. It's you.
Yeah. Your energy,
you.
All that. Just
you like, I'm a people person. So a lot of times I go on the walkthrough, we be talking like we know each other for years. Right. But, because I let them do all the talking, and then I show my expertise on something that they say.
Mm-hmm.
And I just keep taking notes. And another thing, and I just thought of another thing, when you're on a walkthrough and you need to get measurements, sometimes you got to slow that client down.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're not thinking about you getting measurements, and they're just walking you like you just looking at the scenery of the building. No, you're collecting data. So you need to tell them, just 1 second, let me get this room. Because if you don't, they will keep walking you and you won't have no data. You'll be just looking at the furniture. So you got to make sure you take control of the walkthrough. Like if they don't open that door, do we go in there? You got to ask questions. Because you see opportunities, and you got to have certain eyes, and you'll eventually, if you don't have them, you'll eventually get those eyes.
Yeah, after you underbid yourself, a couple of times, you be like, "What did I do?"
That'll do it.
You'll learn.
You will, and the main thing is to learn to bid from some kind of app versus you're out your head.
Yeah.
And if you go out your head, you still got to play with the numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what, you got to play with the numbers. And I'm going to emphasize this, and I can't say it no more. Forget that whole number. Break that thing down backwards first. But that whole number be looking so sweet, and then it ain't really nothing. Yeah. Any other questions? We done been on here for 2 hours. Y'all did good.
I'm so sorry I came in late.
Because y'all, I ain't never just going through what she went through. Like she really learned everything. So, I learned some of the stuff not to her degree. Just even in business way longer than me. But it's really good information. Like people have to pay for this stuff. Like a lot of money.
Yeah. Yes.
And you know what? It took for me to get out of bumping my head. I had to invest in myself, and that was going to conferences.
Mm-hmm.
I did hire some mentors and coaches before, but they want to give me modules. I don't got time to read.
Mm-hmm.
And then I gotta read the beginning part to get to the part that I need. And I can't read 10 modules to get to the one I need. And I don't even know where the one I need is at unless I do all that.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't do that. I don't got time for that. And then I'm not a reader, so I ain't doing all that. I'm a hands-on learner. Yeah. So I'm teaching people how I learn.
Same here.
Karen, I have a question.
Okay.
I think I came in late on the Zoom. You said you're in Pennsylvania. I'm in Texas. So
I'm in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Okay, so you start at 6 your time.
Oh, yeah, we were 7 p.m. Eastern time.
Yeah, and I came in late, but that's okay. I got a lot of information, so thank you so much.
And then we recorded, so I'm gonna share the replay.
Okay, because I found you on Facebook, and I was like, oh, I've been looking for somebody like this for the longest.
Y'all need to go on my YouTube, sign up on my YouTube channel. I'm trying to get to where I could go live on there, but I don't got enough subscribers yet or watch time hours.
We'll get you there.
Yeah, because I listen, I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. I'm a 4-time brain aneurysm survivor. This was coming up on, I think, my 23rd year surviving it. And 2 years ago, I think it was 2 years ago, God told me to share my mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
He said, you need to share your mistakes. Because listen, because I'm associates with all these people that's on the YouTube and all this. And I was saying, God, there's enough people out there doing that. I don't need to do that. Then I'm on Facebook. I'm on AJ's page. And somebody got on there and said, I got a lead. You can hear the excitement in the text. I got a lead. And everybody was congratulations, congratulations. Then he came back and said, what do I do next? I said, I help the people, Lord. I help them because he done buying leads and he don't even know what a lead is and don't know what to do with it. I said, that's crazy to me.
Mm-hmm.
You get a lead, but you don't know what to do with it when you get it. So that means you don't even know what to do because you get a lead, you pick up that phone and make an appointment.
Mm-hmm.
That's the first thing you do. So if you don't even know that part, that's what I mean. And that ain't gonna get you to the money. Buying no lead, and you don't even know what to do with it.
Also, I want to say when you if something's out your scope, like you want to have like associates to do different things. Like if you don't do carpet cleaner, you want to have, you know what I mean, a couple people that you're associates with, they do carpet cleaning because they could do that part for you.
Subcontractors. That's how that is.
Well, yeah. Subcontractors.
That's what I do with my floor jobs. I outsource them because I don't have a floor team.
Yeah.
You can outsource anything. And if you really desperately need employees and you don't want to sub and give your money away, go to an agency and get a person.
Yeah.
Go to an agency, they pre-screened them.
Yeah.
Go get a person from an agency. They're going to pay their taxes and everything. And you can set your limit. Like say you pay $15 an hour, but by the time the agency do their thing, you're going to end up paying $20. So just count for $20 an hour. The taxes is paid, everything's paid, and you got a body.
Yeah.
Just throwing that out there because we be saying, oh, ain't no people, blah, blah, blah. Go to an agency and get a body. That's what I'm going to do because all this work I'm getting, I already done signed up with them and stuff. I used them before. So I just let them know I'm going to probably need you again. Because I did a construction project during COVID. And see, the benefit of going to the agency for me was they came insured already. Some people, they came insured already. So you get somebody from the agency, they're already insured. So it's not going to hit your insurance or none of that.
Bottom line.
Yeah. So that's an option to think about if you just get desperate for people and you want somebody that's going to hold somebody accountable versus getting a stranger off the street. Go to the agency where they'll hold them people accountable. Yeah. All right, y'all.
Thank you so much.
This is great information. I really enjoyed getting on here.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, and if you guys decide y'all need some mentorship, I have a payment plan. The program is $2,000 for the year.
Okay.
And this is how I do it. Like I said, you don't make no appointments with me. I give you my direct number. If you call me during business hours, I will always answer the phone, but I will schedule an evening appointment with you to work on the proposal because during the day I'm working my business.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So what I do is people call me, I got a proposal. All right, well, let's schedule whatever time. And then I come to the office and we work on the proposal until it's completed. They submit. I don't tell them how much to charge. We just go to the money. They pick what they feel comfortable with. And we break down the numbers and all that it makes sense. And then they pick what they're going to charge. I ain't going to be responsible for the pricing. I just take you to the money. And you can decide what you want to charge, where it makes sense until you learn how to do it on your own. And then as I grow, y'all can grow too. Government contracts, other type of work, you know what I mean? Because I'm learning so much now that I know I've been really focusing on this bidding because it's been how my business grows.
Yes.
Yeah. So and also, like I said, it's for the year, and I do monthly payments, like $500 a month till the 2000's paid.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't have y'all schedule no daggone calls. That's too much. The opportunity be down the street. I'm sorry. You gotta move. You gotta move when you get an opportunity. You don't got no time. And then imagine this: you scheduling a call. Shit, a day went past. You didn't get a reply yet.
Mm-hmm.
They done went to somebody else.
Listen,
Yep.
yeah. So, you gotta move fast. You get a proposal. You gotta on it. And I also teach when you even know you're going to go to the walkthrough. Order your certificate of insurance ahead of time, so that when you sit back at your desk and you're done, you can submit. Because agents will have you waiting for that certificate and be holding you up.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't never want to submit the proposal without everything I know they need. Because I don't want them to keep touching me saying, send me this, send me this. No, I want them to only touch me when they say you're awarded. When can I get the keys? That's the only time I want them to touch me. I don't want them to be asking me for W-9. I know they need that. I don't want them asking me for insurance. I know they need that. I'm going to give them everything to be able to make the decision. Yeah. So always order your certificate of insurance the moment you get the address. You got the company name and you got the address, just order it. If they need you to alter it after you submit it, then you can do that afterwards. But they know you got insurance. So always just submit it. It ain't nothing but a change in the wording for your agent. It don't cost you nothing. Just order the certificate of insurance so you can let them people know you're covered and everything. And all you need to do is wait for the awarded.
Stay ahead of the game.
Yeah. Because you want to look professional. How you professional? You ain't sending all the documents you know they're going to ask you for.
It sets you apart too, because people probably don't.
They don't.
They don't do that.
At the beginning, I didn't. That's what made me start doing it, because they be asking you for stuff, and so everybody asking you for the same stuff. So just send it. Yeah, you learn by trial and error. Because I didn't say, I just would send a proposal and wait for them to ask me for the insurance and all that. But as you grow and you learn, you stop. You just go ahead and give it to them because that's part of the requirements.
That's what made me attracted to your page and who you are, because like you said, you talked about a lot of your failures without no shame and no guilt. And I was like, you know what? I like her. And the way you talk, you just so real with it.
Because I don't know who else to be.
No,
and,
right.
And it's the real, like, this is the part that you don't hear. Yeah. Everybody can assume and look at the success, but don't know the struggle.
That's right.
I want to tell you the struggle, because this is the only reason why I'm on here in the first place. To tell you the struggle. I ain't on here to tell you about how good I'm doing.
Yeah.
I'm on here to tell you about all the mistakes I made.
Yeah.
And they was real. And they so real that when you don't know, you don't know.
That's right.
And I was talking to Santea today. The very first mistake we make is grabbing somebody and paying them under the table. That's the very first mistake. And I'm going to tell you why. Because you'll say you're doing it this one person and you'll end up doing it to multiple people, but what you end up doing is paying their taxes. You're paying their taxes. Because we're like, if you had you had a store, a community store, that's a cash business. The IRS, and nobody can tell the IRS how much you made. But when you deal with commercial clients, they're going to report every dime they give to somebody. So you, in turn, got to report every dime that was given to you. And when you can't account for it, you got to pay taxes on it.
Yep.
So all them people, you call yourself family members, and all them people that we call ourselves helping, we help them, yes, but we hurt ourselves. Because what I found out, and this is the chatter, that's why you can't keep listening to the chatter. Oh, payroll is too high, the payroll taxes and all that. When I finally decided to do it, and what I was giving people cash or whatever, it's the same thing. except for I ain't paying their taxes. And I'm going to tell you, my accountant used to say to me that I spent so much money. And I was like, I ain't spent that daggone money. Here, it was because I wasn't paying people in no system. I was paying them under the table. And that I'm still paying them taxes. So we got to get in the payroll system and don't ever use that daggone paychecks. Because every time you turn around, they taking some fees out your account. Use Gusto. Gusto is affordable, and you can get a live person if you have a problem, and they don't charge you all them fees.
Gusto.
Paychecks and ADP is the worst.
I ain't never did ADP, but Paychecks is the worst. Every
They
time
do-
I
they
turn
do the
around,
same-
it was in my bank account.
Yeah, they do the same thing too. If
And you
don't
can't
even run
reach nobody to find out why they was in your bank account.
Yeah.
If you don't run a payroll, they still charge you.
It's the worst. So don't never use them as a small business. Yeah. All right, y'all. Any more questions? I'm kind of enjoying myself being here with y'all. I'm surprised the Zoom still letting it go on.
About business, you know.
Huh?
I said it's always good to talk about business.
Yes.
It is, especially your industry.
Mm-hmm.
Because people have different ideas and things they do that you could try.
Mm-hmm.
Always could learn something, always.
Yes.
I remember I hired a girl one time years ago, and she introduced me to the glass towels. I said, it's a glass towel? So now I use glass towels. Yeah, so you always can learn something from your cleaners, everybody. Yeah.
Well, ladies, thank you all so much. I have to leave, and I enjoyed the
I
class.
have to leave too. I'm hungry now.
Yes, and I will be back on when you're on again. Thank you so much.
Well, let me tell you, see, I opted because I be offering free stuff and don't nobody respond. It's crazy to me.
Mm-hmm.
So God said, do a workshop. I said, all right, I'm going to do a live workshop because I did a webinar and I didn't know I wasn't going to be able to see nobody. And I was disappointed because I couldn't see nobody. I was like talking to a black screen. I ain't that savvy with it that I could do that. So I said, I'm going to do a Zoom and I'm going to do it for free. So people to see who really take advantage of the free information because there was never no information for me to get.
I put it on my alarm. I put an alarm on it.
Yeah, because I'm like, gatekeeping just don't help nobody.
No, it doesn't.
No. And in this industry specifically, it's multi-billion-dollar.
It is.
I can't do that much work. You can't do that much work.
That's
There's enough work out here for everybody. And then in our industry, there's different niches. I don't do everything.
Yeah. Well, let me share this last thing, and I'll be gone.
Okay.
In Texas, in the area that I'm in, it was 8 of us when I started in my area. 8 cleaning services. Mm-hmm. It's been 20 years since we've been doing it. Now, if somebody put an ad on Nextdoor for a cleaner, you have about 30 cleaning services on there now, and can't nobody get work. And I'm like, we getting ready.
That's why you gotta stand out.
Yes, we getting ready.
Stand out.
This industry getting ready to blow up as soon as
it's already blowing up because everybody think a cleaning business is easy. They think just get a bucket, a broom, and a dustpan, and we good.
No, it's not.
It's way more than that. It's not even about the cleaning. It's about people. Cleaning industry is a people business.
Yes.
Because the people is who grow your business.
Yes.
So you have to learn to manage people. It's not, and then you can train them to clean. But you got to learn to manage the people. That's this whole business. And I didn't even know that when I first started. I thought it was all about cleaning. I did. I thought it was all about cleaning. And I came out of fast food managing people. I didn't want to really do that. I thought it was just about cleaning. But you got to manage the people.
Well, mine wasn't too hard because I came out of management. So that's how I managed that many people.
Yeah, but it was different. See, because McDonald's got systems. I get over here, they keep talking about systems. And I'm like, what system? Like, what is the system for cleaning? I've been my ear for years about that. What is the system in cleaning? Now, McDonald's got systems. Sunoco had systems. The businesses I worked for managed. But I couldn't figure it out with the cleaning. What kind of systems is they talking about? I just couldn't figure it out.
All right, ladies, y'all have a good
I'm
night.
still figuring it out.
Have a good night.
Good night. Bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye.
Good night. Thank you. Thank you again.
You're welcome. All right, y'all. I'm going to call it a night. I appreciate y'all.